試験監督者は音量及び室内の聞こえ具合を確認してください。2025年度第2回実用英語技能検定準1級リスニングテスト。ただいまから準1級リスニングテストを行います。これからお話しすることについて質問は受けませんので、よく注意して聞いてください。なお、リスニングテスト放送中に音飛びや騒音があった場合は、発生した問題のトラックの始めに戻し、やり直します。しかしながら、万が一、教室監督者が気づかない場合は、速やかに手を挙げてお知らせ願います。このテストでは、テストの方法と注意事項がすべて英語で放送されます。
The listening test for the grade Pre-1 examination is about to begin. Listen carefully to the directions. You will not be permitted to ask questions during the test. This test has 3 parts. All of the questions in these 3 parts are multiple choice questions. For each question, choose the best answer from among the 4 choices written in your test booklet. On your answer sheet, find the number of the question and mark your answer. You are permitted to take notes for every part of this listening test. Now, here are the directions for Part 1. In this part, you will hear 12 dialogues, number 1 through number 12. Each dialogue will be followed by 1 question. For each question, you will have 10 seconds to choose the best answer and mark your answer on your answer sheet. The dialogue and the question will be given only once.
Now, we will begin the grade Pre-1 listening test. Number 1.
Christy, you know the rule. No social media after 6 p.m.
Sorry, Dad. I just need to post an update to one account.
Look, there are reasons your mother and I set these limits. For one, spending too much time on social media makes people forget how to relate to each other in the real world.
But I only really use it to share things with my close friends.
Well, if they're your close friends, you can communicate when you see them in person.
Question. What does the man tell his daughter about social media? Number 2.
You must be looking forward to summer vacation, Rick.
I'm actually planning to take a few classes, Mom.
Shouldn't you take a break? Your engineering program is so demanding.
Well, I'm hoping to graduate ahead of schedule and start on my master's degree.
It might not be a bad idea to get some work experience first.
I'd rather get my studies over with while I'm motivated.
If you say so. But you should give it some thought.
Question. What does the man say?
Number 3.
We need to talk about Jared. He doesn't play sports with his friends anymore, and he hasn't read a book in weeks.
I know. And he used to love those things.
This has all happened since we purchased that tablet computer for him. He reaches for it as soon as he wakes up.
Yeah. We bought it to help him with his school reports, not for him to waste time watching online videos.
Maybe we should set a limit on his daily screen time.
I agree.
Question. What has the couple decided to do?
Number 4.
Did you find out what's wrong with your watch, Cindy?
Not yet. It's strange that it keeps running fast. It's off by almost 10 minutes every day.
I thought you just bought it last month.
I did, but it was used, so I guess it can't be helped.
I hope it has a warranty, though. Repairs aren't cheap.
The manufacturer's warranty has expired, but I know the store's warranty will cover it.
That's good.
Question. What do we learn about the woman's watch? Number 5.
We need to hire more staff for the accounting department.
We've been trying, but no suitable candidates have applied. We tried an employment agency, which was a waste of time. The candidates they introduced didn't even have the necessary qualifications.
How about posting something at the business school? This year's graduates may not have much experience, but they should have the qualifications you need.
It's worth a try. I'll ask if I can post something on the school's career board.
Question. What does the man suggest the woman do?
Number 6.
This is Melanie from Rydale Real Estate. Did you look over the floor plans I emailed?
Yes, but I can't decide whether to go for a 2- or 3-story house.
It's more about how close you want to be to a train station.
That's definitely my priority.
Most homes closer to stations are on smaller pieces of land, so they tend to have 3 floors. If you don't mind climbing stairs, you get more space.
Stairs don't bother me.
Question. What is one thing the man says?
Number 7.
Phil, it's your turn to do the dishes tonight.
I'm exhausted, Kim. Can you do it? I promise I'll take your turn tomorrow.
Look, I know you don't like doing it, but you agreed we'd share the housework equally.
I know. I just don't have the energy at night.
Well, neither do I. If you don't want to help out, then let's get a dishwasher.
Okay, I'm free to go to the store tomorrow.
Question. What will the couple probably do? Number 8.
I just got a worrying phone call from Glenda next door.
What did she say?
Last night, some of the other neighbors saw a suspicious-looking car driving around slowly with its lights out. It disappeared when they went outside.
That sounds like burglars looking for a house to break into. I'm glad she let us know.
Yes, thank goodness we have neighbors who are alert.
Question. Why are the speakers concerned? Number 9.
I'm a bit concerned about our marketing campaign for the new model of our smartwatch, Ursula.
I am too. I think some of the descriptions of the features are misleading.
I know they're trying to justify the price increase, but I'm worried they'll lead to a lot of complaints.
Yeah, especially the claims about the battery. Most people won't get that much life out of them.
I think we'd better have a meeting about adjusting some of the text in the ads.
Question. What will probably be discussed at the meeting?
Number 10.
Honey, I got a phone call from Michael's teacher today.
Oh, what did she say?
It seems that Michael hasn't been paying attention in class. She seemed quite concerned about him.
I hope he's not disturbing the other kids, is he?
No, she said he was just staring out the window.
We'll have to talk with him about this when he gets home.
Question. What did Michael's teacher tell the parents?
Number 11.
Hey, honey, I'm about to experiment with a new recipe.
What do you mean by experiment?
I'm just going to try it out for the first time to see if it's good.
Oh, okay. It's just that sometimes you like to play around with the ingredients and amounts.
Well, cooking is all about creativity.
Sure, but that's after you've mastered the recipe as it is. You know that old saying, you must learn the rules before you can break them.
Question. What does the man imply?
Number 12.
That's a beautiful old pocket watch.
It was my great-grandfather's. It's over a century old, but it still tells the time accurately.
Wow, it's really fancy looking too.
Look at the design on the back. It's really artistic.
Oh, it's an eagle. Very elegant.
I heard it was designed by a famous watchmaker. It's supposed to be quite valuable.
You could sell it to an antique dealer.
I think I'll keep it and pass it down to my children.
Question. What does the man say about the pocket watch?
Here are the directions for Part 2. In this part, you will hear 6 passages, A through F. Each passage will be followed by 2 questions, number 13 through number 24. For each question, you will have 10 seconds to choose the best answer and mark your answer on your answer sheet. The passage and the questions will be given only once. Now, let's begin.
A. The real Kraken. In Nordic mythology, the Kraken was a sea monster that attacked ships and consumed their crews. According to legend, large shoals of fish swam alongside the Kraken, so fishermen brave enough to go near it could get large catches. The Kraken was first described in writing by King Sverre of Norway in the 12th century, and the myth became so accepted that the creature was listed in the first systemized surveys of the natural world written in the 18th century. Scientists now believe the myth originated from sightings of giant squid, which can reach a length of around 12 meters. These creatures live deep in the world's oceans and are rarely seen. Although a scientific description of a dead giant squid was carried out in the 1850s, studying them has proved difficult. In fact, it was not until 2004 that one was photographed in its natural habitat.
Questions. Number 13. What did legend say about the Kraken? Number 14. What does the speaker say about giant squid?
B. Freedom House. The Freedom House ambulance service was established in the late 1960s in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Before Freedom House, the majority of people being taken to hospitals were transported by the police or funeral homes, and they concentrated more on speedy transport than on providing care on the way. Freedom House was the first American ambulance service to have paramedics, highly trained professionals who provided treatment that could make the difference between life and death. Freedom House began in a black neighborhood with high unemployment rates. Its black paramedics were local residents who received education and training from doctors who wanted to improve the health of the community. Although they sometimes encountered hostility from white patients who did not want to be treated by non-white paramedics, they saved many lives and became role models. The Freedom House ambulance service ended in the mid-70s, but it inspired many cities to start their own paramedic programs.
Questions. Number 15. How was the Freedom House ambulance service different from other hospital transportation services? Number 16. What problem did the Freedom House paramedics face? C. Singer sewing machines. The Singer sewing machine was one of the 19th century's most significant innovations. While sewing machines existed already, they could only produce straight lines, and the number of stitches they could sew at one time was limited. However, the American inventor Isaac Singer designed a machine capable of operating continuously and which could also sew curved lines, permitting users to do a greater variety of tasks than other sewing machines did. Singer's machines often cost several months' salary. Though many women were enthusiastic about a machine that meant they would not have to sew by hand, many men were reluctant to purchase the machines. This was because prejudices of the time made them believe the new inventions were too complicated for women to operate. Therefore, Singer hired women to demonstrate them in public. Along with special payment plans that let people pay a little at a time, these demonstrations made the machines hugely popular.
Questions. Number 17. What was one advantage the Singer sewing machine had over other models? Number 18. What problem did Isaac Singer have?
D. A soldier's life. In World War I, over 1 million Indian soldiers fought as part of the British Indian Army. One such soldier was Khudadad Khan, a Muslim born in what is now Pakistan. Khan was sent with his fellow soldiers to fight in Belgium. While he was there, the Germans attacked. Khan's comrades were eventually killed, but Khan kept firing despite being injured. His bravery helped prevent the Germans from succeeding and gave Britain enough time to send extra troops. Khan was sent to a hospital in Britain to recover. The king visited him there, and Khan received the Victoria Cross, an award for outstanding bravery. During the war, other British Indian Army soldiers were also awarded the Victoria Cross. Some people say their stories and those of many British Indian Army soldiers who died in battle have been forgotten. They believe it is time for those stories to be remembered.
Questions. Number 19. What is one thing the speaker tells us about the British Indian Army? Number 20. According to the speaker, what do some people believe?
E. Catherine Wright. American aviation pioneers Wilbur and Orville Wright are famous around the world. Perhaps less well known is the role their sister, Catherine, played in their success. The siblings' mother died when Catherine was a teenager, so she had to take over the household responsibilities. Despite this, Catherine continued her studies and even graduated from college, a rare achievement for a woman in the 19th century. As a supporter of women's rights, she would later join an organization that campaigned to secure the vote for women. After graduation, Catherine took a teaching job, but she kept running the Wright family's affairs. This enabled her brothers to focus on their business activities. After Orville was severely hurt in a test flight, however, she left her job to look after him. Over time, she played an increasingly important role in managing the brothers' records and correspondence. And she even traveled abroad to promote their aviation projects.
Questions. Number 21. What does the speaker say about Catherine Wright as a teenager? Number 22. Why did Catherine stop teaching? F. Horse chestnut trees. Horse chestnut trees are common in the United Kingdom, both in parks and in natural areas. In recent years, however, they have been threatened by a disease known as bleeding canker. This damages the bark of the trees and interferes with the transport of nutrients from the roots to the branches. Scientists initially believed the disease was due to a fungus, but recent studies revealed that it was caused by bacterial infection. Thousands of horse chestnut trees across the country have been infected, many of which are expected to die. In an attempt to control the disease, large numbers of trees have been cut down in infected areas. However, some experts believe this could be counterproductive since it also destroys trees that have recovered from the disease or have natural resistance to it. This prevents scientists from studying these trees in order to find ways to protect all horse chestnut trees.
Questions. Number 23. What does the speaker say about bleeding canker? Number 24. What do some experts believe about bleeding canker?
Finally, here are the directions for Part 3. In this part, you will hear 5 passages, G through K. The passages represent real-life situations and may contain sound effects. Each passage will have one question, number 25 through number 29. Before each passage, you will have 10 seconds to read the situation and question written in your test booklet. After you hear the passage, you will have 10 seconds to choose the best answer and mark your answer on your answer sheet. The passage will be given only once. Now, let's begin.
G. You have 10 seconds to read the situation and question number 25.
We have some positions at local stores. First up is Snow's Supermarket. Working days are flexible, which is great, but the hourly pay is very low. Then we have Healy Good Shoe Plaza. The hourly pay here is considerably better. It's 3 evenings, Monday through Wednesday, with 1 Sunday shift a month. Next is HCE, the clothing retailer. The hourly pay is the best of the bunch. Shifts run from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. on Friday, Monday, and Tuesday. Finally, Mega Z Music. The hourly pay is the same as Snow's, and you work 5 weekday evenings a week.
Now, mark your answer on your answer sheet.
H. You have 10 seconds to read the situation and question number 26.
Attention everyone. Due to a possible gas leak, we must initiate emergency evacuation procedures for buildings A and B. If you are on the first floor of Building A, make your way to the main lobby exit. If you are on the first floor of Building B, proceed to the exit in the north wing. If you are on the second or third floor of Building A, proceed to the main stairwell in the atrium. If you are on the second or third floor of Building B, proceed to the large stairwell in Stetson Hall. Thank you for your cooperation.
Now mark your answer on your answer sheet.
I. You have 10 seconds to read the situation and question number 27.
This is Natalie. I've done some research and come up with some potential suppliers. First, there's Nexus Flow. Their sensors are $175 each. Their minimum order is 1,000 units, however. Another company I found was Omnisensor. They are regularly $200 each, but if we order over 500, we could get the price down to $170 per item. Brierson Technologies has sensors for $160 with no minimum order. Oh, wait. Their sensors aren't compatible with our doors. Finally, there's Winchester Electronics. Their price was $190 for 500 or more and $170 for orders over 1,000 units. Let me know if you have any questions.
Now, mark your answer on your answer sheet.
J. You have 10 seconds to read the situation and question number 28.
First, Carlos needs to choose an instrument. There's the flute, which is a fun instrument once students start making progress. Rentals are $175 per term. Next is the trumpet, which is also a lot of fun. Rentals are priced the same as for the flute. The clarinet is also popular. It's relatively easy to learn, but difficult to master. Rentals are $140 per term. Finally, we have the drums. The $125 term fee allows in-school use of a band drum set. You mentioned you didn't have one at home, which makes practice difficult, so I'd consider a wind instrument for now.
Now mark your answer on your answer sheet.
K. You have 10 seconds to read the situation and question number 29.
Thanks for calling Doggy Lives. We have 4 dogs that are ready for a new home. Tiffy is a black Labrador with a sweet personality. She's house-trained and well-behaved around kids. Roger is a fun, outgoing, honey-colored Labrador. Unlike Tiffy, though, he will require further training. Fluffy is a cute spaniel. She's only 1, so she still needs some training and attention. Finally, Wildy is a charming poodle. He's a bit naughty, though, and likes to be the center of attention, so he's best suited to a couple or family with children high school age or older. Stay on the line to speak to a shelter volunteer.
Now mark your answer on your answer sheet.
Your time is up. Stop writing and wait quietly until the answer sheets have been collected.
では、時間です。筆記用具を置いて答えの記入をやめてください。これにて試験終了となります。公正なる試験実施にご協力いただきありがとうございました。質問がある方は直ちに試験監督者にお申し出ください。試験監督者に連絡いたします。これより最終の受験者数を確認してください。その後、回答用紙を回収し、枚数の確認を行ってください。なお、問題冊子は回収しません。受験者数と回答用紙の枚数の一致を確認してから解散の指示を出してください。受験者の皆さんは身の回りをよく点検し、忘れ物がないように注意してください。受験者の皆さんが退出するときは、別の教室が試験中の場合もありますので、声を出さず、会場出口まで静かに退出してください。それでは、解散の指示を出すまで静かにお待ちください。